Therefore, the story should be about a teacher, a member of the local self government, a student, a parent, or a volunteer, a school, etc., who did exemplary and extraordinary work out of the routine during this period. The story should revolve around this person and his, her, or their experiences. The story can contain dialogues, conversations, and photographs. Story may be written to appeal to the emotional side of the reader. At the beginning of the story, the name of the teacher, volunteer, etc. may be given only if they agree to the give name. Name of the students below 18 years, if any, may be given only with parental consent. Name of the school and address, including district and state of the participants, is to be compulsory written for each story. Examples of a story. The teacher who began teaching on the village loudspeaker in Kutch, Gujarat. The teacher who used the walls of the houses as blackboards in Jharkhand, etc. Conduct competition at schools. The schools shall conduct the competition at their own level from 6th to 16th February 2021. One best entry per category will be selected for submission to CBSE.
See, number of participants they have, you can submit it, but I and Chandrapal sir will be selecting one student from each category. And I think your category is 6 to 8, if I'm not mistaken, Catherine?
Yes, ma'am, it's 6 to 8.
6 to 8. Ninth and 10th is another group. Yours is 6 to 8. So if you're the lucky one, you can this one. And they're telling you, you have to mention the person's name, whom you got inspired from, and obviously with the consult of the person. I'm sure the person will not mind. And the best one entry we will take. But beta, you don't think that you will get selected or not. Just think that this is a practice for you for story writing. Isn't it? It's a good way of improving your English and your language, isn't it? We already have the topic in our syllabus. So you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
start thinking, okay? And जिसको करना है वो फिर मुझे mail करें. If possible, please do it in the typed form.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And it's not compulsory, but at least the best students I would like, आप संदेश अब बीच में मत बोलना. Catherine, Anumegha, I want you to participate. Is Vyom there? Vyom is not there today, okay. So, Amey also has given his consent. So, you can write at least 2 or 3 I want from this class. Okay? Okay? So, I'm sure you'll give me by tomorrow. Can you send it to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes,
बस थोड़ा
ma'am.
सा अपने आप को effort डालो बेटा. I know you people must be feeling quite dull sitting in the house, but this is a good way, na? We have to pump up that energy back. And anyway, in April, your school will begin. Okay, Anumegha, what was I supposed to do today? Did I mention anything? No, okay. So we will do the revision of grammar. Okay? And you can see my screen also. There are 19, yes. Okay, fine. Yes. Is this visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Soumya, start writing.
Yes, ma'am. Read the following passage. Fill in the blanks with the correct punctuation marks and answer the questions given below. An example has been done for you. In 2010, the world experienced yet another digital revolution. Leading brands of the world unveiled the versions of the tablet computer, a tablet computer is a mobile computer. In the first dash, it is comma.
Okay. Next. Yes, Soumya.
Yes, ma'am, may I continue reading?
Yes, yes, continue.
It is larger than a smartphone and smaller than a laptop. The latest technology used to design the tablet computer is dash, in fact, dash, known to be the most advanced version of technology used in computers.
Okay. Others also keep solving it, then I'll show you the answer. Yes. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. A spokesperson from one of the leading tablet manufacturing companies said that a revolution changed tablet has brought to the world. Full stop. Our technology we use to access information faster than ever before. This has been a constant for this. Ma'am, what
Yes.
is this?
Endeavor.
Yes, ma'am. Endeavor full stop. Unlike desktop, a tablet computer not only has a virtual keyboard to operate but also has a stylus or a digital pen to aid writing on the screen. The tablet computer is separate and has a built-in Wi-Fi and Fi feature, which gives its users an edge to access any information from any part of the world. Whether you are in an office or in a garden or in a library, the tablet computer puts the world of information on your fingertips. Full stop. Tablet computers are of four types depending on their form factor, slate, convertible, booklet, and hybrid. Some of these have, ma'am, what is this written?
Which one? Ritu?
Before the keyboard, detachable keyboard,
Detachable. Detachable.
detachable keyboards. Others have dual touch or dual free touch features. Ma'am, can you scroll
Okay.
it?
That's it, beta. Now I'm changing the person. Are you putting the punctuation marks along with it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, who would like to try?
Ma'am, may I, Anumega?
Omega.
Yes, ma'am. Like and technology, digital tablet computers come with many advantages and disadvantages. Despite a few limitations, people are discovering the uses of this new product in education, entertainment, business, etc. Full stop.
Okay. Next page. Okay, that was it. We'll just see the answer. You can check your answers. I'm leaving the screen 30 seconds so that you can see. Any mistake you found, Soumya?
Yes, ma'am.
Done? It's a simple one, though the paragraph looked, in the first look, it looked quite tough. Now, is Vyom there? No, he's not yet here. Okay, fine. We'll see what the other activity has. Oh, great. See, this is a map and how they have included this picture in this punctuation. Quite a different way of doing it. Yes. Catherine, or Laksh, Aditya, can you start solving it? You can do it very slowly.
Okay, ma'am. Antarctica is known as the white continent. Ma'am, the one mistake is that the for Antarctica should have the capital letter, but it hasn't.
Okay.
And then after white continent there should be full stop, and after that the two should have the capital letter. The name Antarctica, ma'am, similarly, what do we say, that capital letter has been diverted from the, ma'am, capital letter G, Greek word, and what is that? Uh, Antarcticos, and the A should have the capital letter, which
Okay.
means anti-Arctic or opposite to Arctic in the North Pole. North Pole. Capital letter of Antarctica, A, is one of the coldest places on Earth. To full stop. Then capital letter was uh, it was discovered by capital letter W, William, and then capital letter S of capital letter E, and the Nathaniel, and starting and should have the capital Nathan Brown, and the B should have the capital letter of USA. Then USA should be written in the capital form
Capital.
in
Yes. There's an
English.
abbreviation. Okay. Next paragraph, I would like someone else to try. Thank you, Aditya.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Anyone else who would like to try? Okay, Anumega, great. Yes, Anumega, this is it.
Yes, ma'am. The Antarctica, a capital treaty signed by 46 nations, allowed only scientific research in the continent. The Indian I capital, space S capital, research R capital, organization O capital has led expeditions to the Antarctica A capital. The Indian I capital station S capital in Antarctica. A capital are called Dakshin, D capital Gangotri, E capital, and what is this written after Gangotri?
Um, Maitri.
Maitri, I guess M capital. India MI capital plans to set up a third research station in station Bharati by 2012. B capital.
B capital. Full stop. Okay. Let's see the answers. Here there are a few mistakes, isn't it? There are many mistakes, I would say. Antarctica A is not capital, Bharti B is not capital, there's no full stop over here. So they have not done their homework probably, isn't it? But what you people told was much better. Okay. Okay, here it is. Yes. Anyone else who would like to try this? This is like a paragraph of this one also. In what hemisphere of the earth does Antarctica lie? This is the paragraph.
Southern Hemisphere.
What better? Southern. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next one. Name two other explorers who set foot in Antarctica. This question was actually put up about this station, Indian stations at Antarctica last year in the quiz. We had this question for, I think, the senior most class. Let's see. The other one is, what is the US base in Antarctica called? This answer you can find.
Ma'am, Amundsen, I can't remember the whole name, but I know the first name.
Okay. This one?
No, ma'am.
And what do you know?
It was something like Amundsen. I read it in some book like that, but I don't remember it.
Here it's written Mac Muldu. Okay, these answers is actually not there over here. They've asked you to collect it. Okay, do your own research probably. The treaty allows the countries to explore Antarctica only for peaceful purposes and not for mining activities dumping human waste. Yes. And as you know, if you are, oh, the answers are over here. Okay. And I was looking for from there. Now you can see I'll show you the question again. And this is your answer. Aditya and Anumega had done it. The others also can see where all we have the punctuations. Okay, here they put inverted commas. Not exactly inverted, commas. Okay. And the rest, I think, everything was right. Yeah, this paragraph also, everything was right. So I'm going to see something else. We'll just go through the rules again of punctuation marks.
Let's listen to this newscast. This is CTV's Purva Saxena, sent to jail for 5 years on charges of corruption. Amit Kumar has finally learned that the law catches up with the guilty. This sounds as though the newsreader has been sent to jail, doesn't it? This is because the sentences were incorrectly punctuated. Let's see how the meaning of the message changes with the correct punctuation. This is CTV's Purva Saxena. Sent to jail for 5 years on charges of corruption, Amit Kumar has finally learned that the law catches up with the guilty. Needless to say, it is extremely important for you to punctuate your sentences correctly. In this topic, you will learn more about 4 main punctuation marks: full stop, comma, question mark, and exclamation mark. Let us go through the rules for each. A full stop is placed at the end of a sentence. A full stop, which is also called a period, indicates the longest pause in a sentence. You don't place a full stop at the end of interrogative and exclamatory sentences. Observe the examples and note how the full stop is omitted in each case.
So it's a simple one. See, what they're doing after question mark, they're putting on full stop over here. That is why it is wrong.
Full stops are also used with some abbreviations. Here are some examples.
See, how these are abbreviations. Usually we use this, doctor, professor, it's very common and limited.
A comma indicates the shortest pause in a sentence. A comma is used to separate words, phrases, or clauses in a sentence. It is never placed at the end of a sentence. Here are some examples.
Okay, who is going to read them? Laksh?
May I?
Same students are participating again and again. Whatever. Sarakshi, you can read it better.
Yes, ma'am.
Start reading these examples from here. It is used to separate words from here.
Okay. It is used to separate words, phrases, or clauses in sentence. I ran around helter-skelter, searching for my spectacles, comma, but I could not find them. I may go to play tennis in the evening, comma, or I may watch a movie at home.
Okay.
A comma is used while listing 3 or more words in a series. Here are a few examples.
Again, Sarakshi, continue this also.
Yes, ma'am. It is used while listing 3 or more words in a series. I need a new pair of sandals, comma, a coat and a pair of sunglasses. Oranges, comma, grapes, comma, pomegranates and pears are some of my favorite fruits.
Okay.
A comma is used to separate independent clauses when joined by the coordinating conjunctions for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Look at each example and observe where the comma is placed.
Good. Yes. Now this who is reading? Any of the boys?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, me.
Okay, the me one.
Yes, ma'am. Sheena will buy the cake, comma, and Rosie will buy decor. Ma'am, what is it written is?
Hmm. Rosie will decorate.
Decorate the room. It was very hot, comma, yet the window were kept shut. It was raining, comma, so she carried an umbrella.
Okay, good. Next also you do better. Why is this not moving?
Ma'am, it's over.
Okay, it's over. Oh, I didn't extend the class. I have to log in again. Forget it. 1 second, I will log in again. Okay, I should have taken class 7th. I was taking class 6th by mistake. Anyway, we'll get good, uh, the different video over there.
What is common to each this capital
Okay.
names of monuments as well as institutions such as schools, colleges, and hospitals always begin with a capital letter. Here are a few examples. Names of books, plays, newspapers, and other publications begin with a capital letter. Note that these names are written in the title case, which means that all the important words in the title are capitalized. Generally, articles, prepositions, and conjunctions are not capitalized unless they are the first word of the title. For example, in the title, Around the World in 80 Days, around is a preposition. It is also the first word of the title. Therefore, the letter A has been capitalized. Similarly, the article the is the first word of the title, The Times of India, and has thus been capitalized.
So these, we had done it in the class also last year. Even in 5th standard, I had told this, like books and all famous, you have your, what do you call that? Religious books and novel stories, which are very well known. And this is the name of a newspaper. Okay. Plays is a Comedy of Errors is a very famous play by Shakespeare.
The first person singular pronoun I is always capitalized. Here are a few examples.
Okay, who's going to read this? Soumya? Anyone who's going to read this?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, beta.
I told him that I will be leaving for Singapore tonight. When she told me the news, I couldn't believe my ears.
Hmm.
The names of days, months, national holidays, and special days are always capitalized. Here are a few examples that highlight this rule.
Hmm. So this you already know. that all the festivals, months, holidays, special days, all are in capital letters.
Abbreviations are generally written in capital letters. Here are some examples.
Anumega, read this also.
Yes, ma'am. UN, United Nations. UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. MP, Member of Parliament. PM, Prime Minister. NGO, non-governmental organizations.
Capital letters are used for all titles. Here are a few examples.
Yes, this one. Who is going to read this?
Ma'am, may I?
Okay, beta.
Mr. and Mrs. Sharma were invited for the wedding. This session will be conducted by Professor John Radley. Lord Curzon was the Viceroy of India.
Important historical events such as World War II, the Industrial Revolution, the Cold War, and the Crusades are capitalized. We use capital letters to begin a new sentence, for proper nouns and proper adjectives, for the first person singular pronoun I, for names of days, months, holidays, festivals, and special days, for abbreviations, for titles, and for important historical events.
So, this it is. And one second. Let us see what class 7 has in punctuations.
Here is a part of a letter that Sheena has written to her friend Sunny, asking him to come and visit her. The sentence uses a number of commas and a full stop, and yet sounds really long and winding, without making complete sense, doesn't it? That's because several correct punctuation marks have been missed out in the passage. Here is the paragraph again, with all the punctuation marks correctly put. It makes sense now, doesn't it? Certain punctuation marks, apart from the comma and full stop, are crucial for understanding the meaning of a written passage. Let's learn about these crucial punctuation marks, such as the colon, semicolon, dash, hyphen, quotation marks, and apostrophe. Let's learn the rules for using the different punctuation marks. The apostrophe is mainly used to indicate possession and to form contractions. Let's see how the apostrophe is used to indicate possession. For instance, to show that these shoes belong to the baby, an apostrophe has been used here along with an S. Plural words that don't end with an S also use the apostrophe followed by an S to show possession. On the other hand, if the plural word ends with an S, the apostrophe is used without adding another S. But with a proper noun that ends with an S, you do write the apostrophe followed by an S. Sometimes the apostrophe followed by S is used to refer to workplaces or homes. For instance, here, doctors indicates the doctor's clinic and Kumars indicates the Kumar's house. However, remember that pronouns such as yours and theirs do not take an apostrophe. Here are some more examples of the apostrophe used to show possession.
This we had done in class 5th also, if you remember. Possession मतलब किसकी चीज है वो. So we put apostrophe S and we don't touch these two alphabets. Last two, they should not touch each other. They should be spaced. And when it's a plural, you have the apostrophe after the S.
You can also use apostrophes to create contractions. For instance, here the auxiliary verb an is contracted by using an apostrophe. Similarly, here the apostrophe is used to shorten is not. To read some more examples of contracted forms of verbs or to see examples of negative forms of verbs, click the relevant button.
So here there are these examples. You can go through it for 30 seconds. Okay, I hope you have done this. This we have done.
Quotation marks indicate the actual words of the speaker. For instance, here the quotation marks show what John said. Note that the final quotation mark comes after the question mark or full stop while quoting direct speech. Here are some more examples.
Anyone who can read this out?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Peter. Any one of you? Yes, Anumega?
Yes, ma'am. Come, said the carpenter. I will show you some of my creations. The giant said, I will punish anyone who comes into my garden. You did not wish me on my birthday, said the little girl.
Okay.
Single quotation marks are used to draw attention to certain words. For instance, here, single quotation marks are used to draw attention to words that have been used ironically. Note that when the single quotation mark occurs at the end of a sentence, it is placed before the full stop. Here are some examples of how single quotation marks are used.
Okay. So these are called single quotation marks actually, what we saw in the previous activity.
The colon is mainly used to indicate direct speech or introduce a list. For instance, here the colon is used to introduce direct speech. Here are some more examples. A colon is also used before a list and after introductory clauses. For instance, here the list of the kinds of flowers in the bouquet is preceded by a colon. In the second sentence, it is used to explain a school's motto. Here are some more examples.
So these are a few examples where you see colon being used. Okay. Actually, you people should use such things. We usually don't use colons. Rather, we should know the importance of this also. Like, this is a good way.
The semicolon is used to show a break between two main clauses without using a full stop. For instance, here, the semicolon has been used to divide loosely connected main clauses. This punctuation mark is especially used when coordinating conjunctions such as and, or, and but are not used to connect two main clauses. Here are some more examples.
So here we have a few more examples. What we'll do is also time now, and I've got an extra class after this. So I'll just log out. So today we have done the revision of capital letters and punctuations. Okay. What do we have in the writing section, Anumega? Just go through the
Formal
syllabus.
letter